Hello and welcome. In today's video, we are talking the 22 best products overall for 2022. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you stay tuned. Hello my friends and welcome. In today's video we are talking all the best products of the year. There are a mix of makeup, just like products in general, like makeup products, skincare, got some body care, that kind of stuff, fragrance. So yes, if you like that kind of content, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below, turn on all notifications, and otherwise let's just get into the best of the best for 2022. All right, I'm not gonna go in any specific order because I do like a lot of these products. I might tell you like a couple of my top ones that I'm just like in love with this year. So yeah, so we're just gonna go overall in general and just talk about each product, and then I will tell you probably my top maybe 5 out of these out of the top 22. So here we go. All right, so I will just talk about a couple of just surprise products that, again, they're still in this like beauty realm, but not like necessarily just makeup per se. I've really been enjoying this Hut Tropic Glow. This is the moisturizer. I've actually already used this one up. It's in my empties to be going over here soon. But man, I really enjoy this. It does smell similar to the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream, the original, but it's a lot milder. So if you're somebody that thinks that's just too fragranced or just too overwhelming, I recommend you give this one a try. It's a lot less intense. It just has a nice light fragrance, and I do really like the moisturizer itself overall. So I do recommend this, and it is definitely one of the top products I found this year, and a dupe. So gotta love that as well. So definitely recommend. All right, another product that I was surprised to have found, I found these little puffs off of Amazon, and it's a 6-pack, and I believe I got them for maybe $7, $8. I don't remember exactly. I don't know, the last time I looked, they don't have this exact package of them, but I know you can find other ones. But these puffs have just been amazing for like applying powder, loose powder, and then even just, kind of like, evening out the products I have on my face. So I've really been enjoying these. I have one that I have currently already using, but this is a 6-pack, came with some white and some black, 3 of each. But yeah, I definitely recommend. This is definitely a product that I have found I've really enjoyed over this past year. So even if it's not this specific brand, look on Amazon. I know you can find other ones that are similar, but I highly recommend. All right, a fragrance. This surprised me. It's from Target. It's the Mix Bar, and this is in vanilla bourbon. Oh my gosh, like this is really nice. It's Eau de Parfum number 9, and it literally was like 20 bucks. And it has a beautiful fragrance to it. It's actually really a decent lasting power too. I was highly surprised and just excited to find these on Target. So I know they have some other scents as well. Now the vanilla bourbon is the one I really like for this time of year, but again, it's gonna be a little bit heavier, so I'll have to find another scent for like summertime. But I was really highly impressed with the overall, just for the price, the overall product. So definitely recommend. All right, as far as skincare, I love my cleansing balms. I have to tell you though, this one, I think it's by Vanilla Co., which I believe is a K-Beauty brand, but it's Clean at Zero. It's the original cleansing balm, and the smell in this, I don't know what it is, but I love the fragrance of this one. And again, another empty, so it's in my empties. I'm kind of giving this away right now, but I actually already did purchase another one, but cleansing balm I use every day to remove my makeup. I use my micellar water a lot of times too to get that extra, like, to really get the mascara and liner and, some more of the eyeshadow off. But I love this as a first cleanse. Of course, cleanse with other things too, but I really recommend this one, and I really like the scent of it. I don't know, I just really have enjoyed this one. But any cleansing balm, I think you can't really go wrong, but I really do like this one. All right, getting into some makeup, I have some lip liners. I've really enjoyed these. I have the LA Girl, the Shockwave lip liners, and then I have the NYX Line Loud. These are, as far as drugstore, two of my favorites currently. I have, I think, 4 of the Shockwave ones, and I have probably at least 2 or 3 of the Line Loud ones. But the Shockwave, the LA Girl, I have Mauve, I have Sandstorm, I have Maple Glaze, and I have Gingerbread. But I really like all 4 of them. They're all different tones, but yeah, I highly recommend. These are really good. They're creamy, but they do still have a nice lasting power. But yeah, as far as lip liners, I've truly enjoyed these as far as an affordable option. So definitely recommend. Now, you know, I've talked about this before and I feel so bad. Originally, it was in my worst of beauty for the mid-year, but then I realized it was really just the tone, the color that I picked up that I didn't like. But this Give by Gwen Stefani, it is the Most Def Instant Definition Sculpting Brow Pencil. I originally tried Taupe, but it was too light for me, but I went with this one. I think it's light, I think it's number 4, light 4 or something like that, but it's more of like a neutral brown color. But yeah, something about the angle of this thing, it makes it so easy for somebody like me that has very sparse brows to literally just start and draw the brow on almost like one sweep. Oh my gosh, this thing has been a game changer for me this year, and I'm so glad I found it. So glad I gave it another chance and tried a different color. So that just shows you sometimes if you think something is a fail, try, you know, a different formula, different color story, whatever it is, and see. You might be surprised. You might end up growing to love it like I have. So definitely love this product. It's been a game changer. Another thing here that I found towards the beginning of the year, I want to say it was more like springtime, but Patrick Ta, the blush duo, and She's Blushing. Out of all of the blush duos I have of his, this is my favorite. I love this color. Every time I wear this, there are a couple of palettes that I wore this with specifically, and I kept looking. I'm like, oh, the look overall just looks so put together, so nice. I love this blush, and this specific color is my favorite. I think they described it as like a rosy tone, a rosy neutral kind of color, but it's gorgeous. And just love this formula overall. Now, unfortunately, the holiday palette, the 3-in-1, not as good. I don't know what's different about it, but these individual ones really, really like, highly recommend. But my favorite color, and discovered that this year. All right, I've talked about this one as well, but Item Beauty, the under eye concealer, I really do like this. It's the Air Hug Concealer in the shade 200. For an affordable option, I think this is amazing. I think it's maybe $16, but the overall size quantity you get in here is like double the amount for like half the price of a lot of other ones. So even some of the drugstore, it beats those like as far as price point. But I was really impressed. I really have enjoyed this concealer. It's one of my favorites of the year. Now the Dior one I really like too. That's probably my favorite, but I don't know if that's actually new for this year, but that was actually definitely one of my top favorites too. So yeah, but for the price, I think you can't go wrong with this. It's a really good concealer. All right, something I think I talked about more this summer, Flower Beauty, the Spotlight. It is the liquid highlighter in, this one's in shade Opal. I'm not sure which one's my favorite. I have 2 of them, but the closest dupe you're gonna find to Charlotte Tilbury's Beauty Wands. And I think these are gorgeous. They are, for the price, I think great quality, great lasting power, give that beautiful shine. I think they're beautiful highlighters. And again, I think they are the closest as far as dupes to Charlotte Tilbury. So highly recommend checking that out. Sigma, I'm telling you, this matte bronzer in the shade medium has become one of my favorite products. I don't know what it is, but I use this all the time. The tone of it, I don't know, just the color, the tone, the application, wear time. I mean, I don't know, it just checks all the boxes for me. I've really enjoyed this, and I love the compactness too, that I can just take this with, you know what I mean? It's small enough to take with you. It even has a mirror in there if you're on the go. It's a beautiful product. I've really, truly enjoyed this, and I did discover that the individual bronzers this summer. So definitely recommend, or actually maybe in the fall, but I really like it. Really recommend. Rare Beauty, the cream stick bronzer. I bought this earlier this year too. This is in the color Happy Soul, which I think is the lighter of the 2 colors I have, but this thing has gotten a lot of use from me. I really enjoy the application of these. The color, the tone, just the wear, blendability, it's really, really nice. I've truly enjoyed this for the price, especially too. Highly recommend the Rare Beauty bronzer sticks. Elf. You know this one was in there. Elf Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I have 3 different shades of this. This is the lightest one, I think, the fair one. Yeah. And I use this almost every day. Now, I don't use it as a primer step. I actually just mix it right in with my foundation. Any of my foundations, especially that are more of a matte finish, a little bit more dull. Anytime I want to, give a little bit more glow to the skin, I mix this right in with my foundations, and I've really grown to love it. I even use this more than the Charlotte Tilbury. And again, this is the closest dupe to Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Filter, whatever, as well. So another Charlotte Tilbury dupe. But I love this product. I'm so glad they came out with this, and highly recommend it if you haven't tried it already. L'Oreal, the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. I have the shade 250 Light. This was a wonderful find this summer as well. Great bronzer, another one that's nice on the go. Packaging is a little bit cheaper than the other, but for the price point, not bad. Has a mirror in there as well. But yeah, I think I was highly impressed, very surprised when I found this bronzer, how much I enjoyed it. So I've truly enjoyed this. Definitely one of my favorite finds for the year. All right, next product here, I have RMS Beauty. The blushes they came up with this summer. I bought all the shades. This shade here is called French Rosé. It's just a beautiful pink shade, like almost a bubblegum pink. So, so pretty, but I love the sheen in here. It just gives that natural, beautiful glow to the skin. I was highly impressed when I found these blushes. Like I said, I bought all the shades, so that should tell you something right there. But I've really enjoyed this. It's definitely one of my favorite products of the year. And beautiful colors too. I think the Sangria one they have is probably the first one I picked up, and probably my favorite, but I do really like this pink one as well. Another blush here, Rose Ink, the cream blushes here that look like little toilet seats. It's really good though. I do really enjoy these. This one is Foxglove, which is really a nice, warmer tone one for fall time. I think this is a gorgeous color, but I have I think 4 different shades of these, and I really have enjoyed this formula. It's just balmy enough, but not too slippery, too emollient that they don't want to stay in place or wipe away other makeup. I really have enjoyed these blushes, so highly recommend. Another bronzer here, I have Merit's cream bronzer stick in the shade Clay. I've talked about this a lot too, but this is a beautiful bronzer. This thing just melts into the skin. It's so easy to work with, blend. The tone is really nice. It has a nice lasting power. One of my favorite bronzers of the year, so highly recommend this. It's a gorgeous bronzer if you haven't tried it yet. And also from Merit, I have the cream highlighter stick. Out of all the highlighters, this is the one that I've gotten the most use out of. I have it on today as well as that Merit bronzer. I don't know what it is, but I've been using this one a lot, and I've really enjoyed it. Really highly recommend these Merit products for sure. All right, e.l.f., another one here. I have the Camo Powder Foundation. This was a wonderful find this year for me too. Anytime I'm looking either a little bit too glossy, or I just want to smooth the skin out a little bit and still give a little bit of pigmentation, this is what I go to, is this e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I use it a lot as kind of a top or a last step, for my foundation, but even working with it alone, I think it's a nice lighter coverage. But it definitely, I've just definitely grown to love these. And I have I think 3 or 4 different shades depending on my skin tone. I was having trouble. That was the only thing I had really a lot of trouble finding the right color match for me, but I don't know. But overall though, I definitely love the formulation, so highly recommend. All right, so I guess I kind of did save my favorite 5 for last, so we're gonna go over those. Now, these aren't really in any specific order, but they are my top 5 favorites. So Hourglass, I have to say, their face palettes, a lot of time I'm like, they're overhyped, whatever, not worth it for the money. But this one I've gotten so much use out of. I can use every shade in here. They all work really well for my skin tone. I love the packaging. I did the customization where I could pick, the outer packaging and whatever color story I wanted to inside. So I picked, of course, tigers because I love tigers. But I'm telling you, each of these I can use. The bronzer is perfect tone for me. The blushes are beautiful. Highlighter I can work with. It's just almost on the tip of being a little dark, but I mean, I definitely can make it work. And then the strobing powders, yeah, for finishing powders, I can definitely make all of these work. And I really love this palette. The quality is great. Like I said, I can use all the shades in there. All of them work for me. So definitely worth the money for me. So, and definitely if you can get it on sale, I highly recommend. All right, the Pat McGrath face palettes. Again, maybe not for everybody, but these glow and cheek palettes, I've really truly enjoyed. I have both of them. This one is the Nude Venus one. Some of these are repeat shades, so if you have some of their singles, you know, it might not be worth it to you, but I do really like the fact that I have all of them in one. And these highlighter, I really have enjoyed these highlighters. They're really pigmented, very nice, don't emphasize texture. They're just beautiful, beautiful. And again, I think for the price, for getting all of these products in one, these are well worth the cost. So, and if you can get them on sale, which I did, highly recommend. And then I have the Divine Rose one, which is my more recent one. But again, beautiful shades in here. The highlighter works for me. I mean, they just all work. And I think they're all beautiful, beautiful tones. The pigmentation's there, lasting power is there. I highly recommend. I really enjoy these. Haus Labs loose powder, the loose setting powder in translucent has become my #1 powder. I mean, you know, I've used powders here and there. For the most part, I've used powders, but as far as like just the blurring power of this, just the smoothness this gives, just the way it applies, you don't get too much product. I do appreciate that it has like the mesh in there so that you're not getting too much product and just wasting a lot. It's finely milled. It's just such a pretty powder. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. One of my favorites of the year. So yeah, loving that. And then right along with it, Haus Labs foundation. Oh my gosh, this is my #1 foundation of the year. And these are the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation in, let me see if it tells the colors. I know I have 2 of them. I have one of them in 160, I think it is, and the other one in 200. Yeah, so I don't think it tells on there, but anyways, but yeah, I have 2 shades. One of them is more for my summertime shade, and then this one's still a little bit too light, but mixing them is like a perfect winter shade for me. So, but I love this foundation. It is my favorite foundation of the year, no doubt. So, and then the last product I had to talk about, fragrance. Tom Ford Ombré Leather is my signature scent. It is me. I love this fragrance. I've gotten other people hooked on this fragrance. I love this fragrance. It is just sweet enough. It's a unisex, but it's just sweet enough to make it work for a woman. Scent I like, but it just has this little hint of like that leather scent that just kind of tapers it down a little bit and makes it not so sweet. Oh my gosh, I love this. I got the full bottle in the spring when the Sephora sale was going and don't regret it at all. I have a smaller travel size. I have some like tiny little sample sizes. Oh my gosh, I have, yeah, my favorite fragrance of the entire year, and it knocked all my other ones out of the box. So my favorite. But yeah, those are my top 5 of the top 22 for sure. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below, turn on all notifications. Let me know below what your favorite items of the year have been, your favorite products. Again, it could be, you know, any category you want. Let me know your favorites. I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, have an amazing day, and I do hope to see you in my next video. Bye. We're just kind of gonna lay them all out here. Just tell you the ones I've been enjoying for the year. Like I really was highly just help use all the shadows. Or now again, some of these are dupe or blurring. You know, the smoothness. This for that all right. Let me know. Okay. Yeah, I can tell I'm starting to run out of steam. Ooh, okay. See you next time. Bye.